Greenland, yes, that Greenland, is suddenly the center of a global power struggle that's pushing NATO to the edge of collapse. And if you stay to the end, you'll learn the one move Europe can make that could stop a geopolitical disaster and reshape the future of global trade. This isn't a movie plot. It's happening right now. After high-level talks in Washington, Denmark's foreign minister warned of a fundamental disagreement with the U.S. over Greenland's status. Then the White House dropped a bombshell. Officials claimed the U.S. working group was created to discuss the acquisition of Greenland. Yes, acquisition, as in buying it. Europe didn't stay quiet. France deployed troops to Greenland. Poland's prime minister warned a U.S. military move would be the end of the world as we know it. And behind closed doors, EU leaders discussed cutting intelligence sharing and freezing U.S.-EU trade talks. This is no longer diplomacy, it's brinkmanship. But here's the twist. The U.S. isn't chasing Greenland for bragging rights. Washington fears Russia and China expanding influence in the Arctic. Russia is building a new Arctic fleet. China is expanding its polar Silk Road. And Greenland sits on the GIUK gap, a choke point that controls transatlantic supply chains. Greenland isn't just strategic, it's profitable. It holds 25 of the EU's 34 critical minerals, massive rare earth deposits, and huge offshore oil reserves. For the U.S., securing access could reshape global supply chains and weaken China's dominance in rare earth markets. This is a business story disguised as geopolitics. Europe can stop this from exploding, but only with a grand bargain. The EU could expand U.S. access to old American bases in Greenland, increase joint Arctic military exercises, and even negotiate a rare earth partnership. In other words, give the U.S. enough to feel secure without giving up the island. So here's the real question. Should Europe strike a deal to keep NATO alive? Even if it means giving the U.S. more power in the Arctic? Or is Greenland too valuable to compromise on? Because if they choose wrong, the world's most powerful alliance could fracture, and global markets will feel the shockwaves. What do you think about this? Is this just the old story of the big guy bullying the small guy? Do you think it is fair?